going on, everybody? Welcome to T-Box Talk, episode 51. My name's Andrew, as always, joined today by Josh and Will. Today on the pod, going to be going over the weekend, going over some sports news. We got some great golf stuff going on. The LIV Tour is going insane. Celtics, NBA playoffs, the NFL draft, some breaking NFL news from the Aaron Rodgers camp, going to some TVs and movies in our What Are We Watching segment, as always, because we just love to talk about that. And then we'll end with a little bit of a free-form segment, as you will. Boys, let's get into it. Bagel, Will, Davis, how was your weekend?
Weekend was good. Friday was low-key. Saturday played Foster with my dad and a few buddies. Weather wasn't ideal, but we had fun. Played with Nicky Shanks, as you guys know. So shout out Shanks. He came in with a nice 73. I think I ended up shooting a 78. And the other guys all let speak for themselves. But, yeah, it was a good weekend, and Sunday was just a big down day for us. I mean, we just did Trader Joe's and hung out for the rest of the day. So just a normal 45-year-old weekend.
Classic.
Well, you know, I felt like Andrew and I kind of had a 45-year-old weekend, too. I might even stretch it out and say we had a bit of a 50-year-old weekend, dude.
We had a great, I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, I had
a
a blast, but we were literally going to sleep. We went out to our buddy's house in the Cape, and we went to go play like a blowout 8-man, dual tee box, what fucking tee box? Foursome, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah, we had back-to-back tee times.
Right. And we went to sleep both nights at like 11 o'clock.
No, the first night was like 12. The second night was like 11:30.
The second night was like 10:30.
Yeah, well, because we freaking we woke up. We were up at like 6:37 in the morning getting ready to play the big round of golf. We also drank all day, so like I don't know, it was tough, but I thought it was a great weekend. We played. So the way we did it was with 2 4-man groups. We teamed up into pairs of 2. It was me and a friend versus Josh and Cambio, former guest on the podcast, and we had our little scramble match. But then overall, every single team of 2 played a quota. So you get 2 points for a par, 4 points for a birdie, 6 points for an eagle, -2 points for a double. Me and my partner did not turn in a great score. Cam, shout out Cam, but Josh came in second place with Cambio. Because
I should have come in first place.
And why didn't you come in first place?
Well, dude, it was so bullshit. Like there were so many little moments in that day where I lipped out on a birdie putt that would have put us basically in contention for the win. I was playing like it's tough because putting the entire hole together is always different. But the way that I'm hitting my clubs right now is the best of my life. Like I'm like hitting greens from 250 plus out with my 3-wood, and I've never done that before. Like hitting bullseyes and just not even swinging that hard. Just like actually swinging the right way. Driver is just absolutely out of control right now. I'm just hitting in the best way possible. I'm just excited. I'm excited to be out there. I think that contributes to it. Is I think last year for whatever reason I had just wasn't as I don't know. I was kind of. I get burnt out a little bit, we're at a golf company. We're doing it over and over. I've been doing it for now in the golf space for, since I was 15. So I just get burnt out here and there. But I think the new products and everything we brought on this month or past couple months and doing the shows, I think they've reinvigorated my golfing game.
I totally agree.
Yeah?
I couldn't agree more. And also not for nothing, but when it's some of the friends that we were playing with, it was some of their first time seeing the products in person.
That was cool.
And it's just a really cool feeling. Our friend Alex Cambio, who again has been on this podcast before, he ordered a couple things, like a rangefinder and a couple hats, and I brought it instead of shipping it to him because he's our friend. We just brought it to him, and he opened it up in front of everybody, and it was just really cool. To see everybody watch him open it up and see the rangefinder box for the first time and the hats. It was just a really cool feeling.
Well, I think one of the best benefits that we have at Omada Golf as a startup and accumulating into a small business and hopefully well beyond is that people want to be a part of it. Mm-hmm. It's not a startup that people don't want to be a part of. That's why I went into it, because I knew that it would correlate so much. And I think as people have gotten a little bit older out of that high school, college state, and everybody's working and shit, a lot of people have girlfriends, whatever. I think golf has just become, and especially with all the LIV stuff going on and just the sport through COVID just blew the fuck up. everyone's and Topgolf. You can't forget that. I mean, there's more Topgolf golfers than there are on-course golfers as of last year. So it's like, there's so many things that are just fueling the fire right now, and it's just exciting to be around people who care about the things you're working on and are excited about it.
I would like to put someone on blast right now, and that person is, he was mentioned earlier, but Nikki Shanks. Nikki Shanks was the only person not rocking or wearing a piece of Omada clothing on Saturday.
Right?
What a son of a bitch, dude.
He has like 5 hats, dude.
My buddy Big Al, who lives like 2 hours away, showed up with an Omada hat on. Dave's rocking the Omada hat. He's got the Atlas. I've got the bag, the hat, the Atlas, obviously.
Right.
And Shanks shows up wearing his PGA Tour fit. Not one single Omada piece of equipment.
It's disgusting. What's funny? Even one of our...
So thanks for the support, Shanks.
And, again, a dig at Shanks here. Even one of our friends that we golfed with was rocking one of the OG Omada Golf pullover sweatshirts from when we first launched in like late 2020, early 2021.
The
which
black
don't,
one?
Yeah, which you can't even find any. We don't even sell them anymore. And he was even rocking that. Shanks can't pull out one thing.
No, I mean, hey, just to that point though, those are underrated.
No,
all right,
they are.
I've got a few of those,
underrated.
and I always catch Marissa wearing mine, and I'm like, I got her one. She's wearing mine.
I accidentally left mine at the Cape. I was actually pretty disappointed about it.
Well, I could get you another one. They're all sitting at my house right now.
I got to be honest with you. Out of all of the stuff that we sold, I think that's my favorite piece. Like, I think we could put that back on the website, and it would, if we actually like pushed it a little bit, just like that lean and mean black quarter zip. I mean, thing was awesome.
It's quality, and it's great for the spring. It's perfect for the spring or like early morning or late rounds in the summer.
Yeah, because it was cold out there. We were if I didn't have that, I'd have been fucking screwed because it was not that
freezing.
warm.
Yeah, we got duped like a couple weeks ago when it was 90 degrees in Rhode Island. We were like, oh my God, it's summertime. Let's plan a Cape trip right now. So we planned a Cape golf outing, got out there, it was 45 degrees. We were like, shit.
Fucking overcast, not a sprinkle of sun broke through the clouds.
We jumped the gun. We got very excited.
And for some reason, I don't know who was the fucking idiot that decided we should wake up at 7:30 in the morning and go for an early tee time when it's even colder than the middle of, dude, it was some fun. We had high spirits, and it was a fun time.
We played Bayberry Hills and Red Course in Cape Cod. If anyone's ever played it, shout us out. It was awesome. It was a great course. I want to go back and play like in the warmer weather. But yeah, that rounds out the weekend. We'll go into some sports stuff now. Golf. Josh, you mentioned it to me the other day that these clips that you're seeing out of the LIV Tour, people doing shoeies and fucking throwing shit on the course, it looks really fun to go.
Dude, this is going to be a hot take. And for all those fucking like boomers in training out there and Dan and Nick and all the guys who I'm friends with that give me shit about my takes here, I think that the LIV Tour is on pace to be fucking lethal.
Yeah.
And I think that there's more people at the events, way more. And this publicity and the way that they're showing shit, everyone's sharing it in the golfing world. I think this could be a year where they really start to see some momentum gathering. Yeah. Because it's just electric.
Now, I don't know. Now, the thing is, all these electric clips were coming out their Australian thing because they went and played out in Australia. And it looked so much fun. Like it looked just like a massive party.
Massive party.
I wonder if they can replicate that here in the United States.
The answer is
so.
yes, they can.
Yeah, 100%.
Resounding yes.
Resounding.
They had a fucking full DJ set.
Yeah,
dude,
like from Fisher. It looked like fucking Bonnaroo or some shit.
I get chills when I think about it because it's everything I want the sport to be. It's everything I want the sport to be. Yes, is it backed by the Saudis? Yes. But as everybody says, all things that we do in this universe are spread out. So, the oil we put in our car, where do you think that comes from? The fucking products we bring in, where do you think that comes from? So it's like, at the end of the day, that tour, and shockingly, because it's like the guy who started that, what's his name again?
Greg Norman.
He's a fucking old man. I'm shocked that he has even like the way they're filming the content. Did you see the edits that they're doing on their content right now?
Yeah.
It's fucking electric, dude. I'm so excited about it.
If they can get Bryson DeChambeau to drink beer out of a shoe, then I think they're doing something right?
Dude, when what do you call it? When Koepka's brother fucking hit the hole in one and they fucking showered the whole course and people are, dude, the other day, I was just saying this to Dan, a couple of the guys that work local around here in this building. I mean, you know, I had this idea like a month ago. I swear on my life I had this idea. And I think I may have mentioned it to you, but I was like, you know, we're doing a lot of like influencer posting with different, you know, like golf girls and stuff like that. And that's all fun. But, you know, is there another person that, because golf, it sort of blends plateaus on different like areas, right? So like people who like were good at football typically play golf, just like we found out from the Buccaneers center. Ryan Jensen, my fucking boy, who is repping an Atlas right now. Bert Kreischer.
Yeah.
They invited him. Remember how I said, I was like, you get a guy like but like him, who's the anti-fucking like elitism,
stick up the ass
guy. You get him to rip his shirt off and you do content with him on the golf course and everyone in the world is going to watch.
And what did I remember when we kept doing that segment? We were like, we got to fix this like PGA the match thing, and we got to get comedians out there.
Yeah,
and there's Bert Kreischer at the freaking LIV Tour.
Did you know Bert Kreischer drinks on average a gallon of Kool-Aid a day?
I didn't know.
Fun fact. He loves Kool-Aid.
That's ridiculous.
If you ever seen him with a hydro flask or anything, like a 64-ounce one, filled to the brim with Kool-Aid.
Really?
Yeah.
Hilarious. He's talked about it on a podcast recently.
I mean, dude, he's got to get that gut from somewhere.
Dude, he does everything. He has the Two Bears One Cave podcast. He has his like solo interview podcast. He does this like cooking show episode podcast, and then he also tours like his stand-up. Bert Kreischer's everywhere right now. I love Bert Kreischer.
He was the perfect person for that event.
He was, and that's why like I'm gonna send him an email, and there's another comedian that he works with, and I'm gonna send them both emails now that we have all the new products, and just see if there's any way that he would be interested. Even if to just send him some free product.
That'd be good.
Like, and then start the conversation, like even like the Bob Does guys, I would love to get on the phone with them too, because those are the people to me that are going to be the future of golf. And actually like the LIV Tour, they keep pulling this shit. I mean, you get a DJ to come to some of these events, you're going to start bringing in the youth, and you start bringing in the youth long-term, you're going to win. You're just going to win.
I agree 100%. It's only going to get better.
I can't wait to get all the fucking heat after this from all the texts I'm going to get saying blah, 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 this and that, whiny
People want to be entertained.
It's so funny. Like
life can boil down to that.
I haven't seen like any like videos on Cam Smith like actually playing golf recently, and then of course my timeline like 2 days ago was just filled up with him chugging beers out of shoes. So it's nice to see Cam Smith back in the realm of social media.
Yeah, that's facts. Hey, I got a question. Do either of you guys catch shit from anybody about our takes on the podcast ever?
It can be out sometimes. Give me shit about things here or there. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Blah, 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 blah. Like, fuck you, buddy.
Rarely, yeah.
Maybe my friends are just douchebags. That might
maybe
just
they
be,
are. Yeah,
that might be
a
part of it,
I also think it's just fun to argue with you.
Yeah, you know what? I think that a lot of people do get a little bit of a hit from fucking...
Some people's buttons are bigger and easier to push.
Yeah, that's fair, actually.
Arguing is fun. It's fun. If it's clean and you don't take any unnecessary shots, it's fun. Arguing is a good time,
I agree with that.
Especially if you're stubborn. I'm very stubborn. You're stubborn. A lot of our friends are stubborn, too. So, like, the arguments tend to go nowhere. But it's fun.
I'll tell you what... Yeah, never mind. I was gonna say at the cave is like no one here knows who the freight train is. We still need to bring him on, by the way.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, he would be a fucking perfect guy to bring on. But him and Alex over the weekend was the funniest thing ever. Like just the oil and vinegar on every fucking thing. Yeah. Like they're just gonna argue about random shit.
It's just fun to view from the outside.
It is.
Anyways, moving to some other sports things before we get on with the rest of our podcast. The Celtics blew an absolute stinker last night. And so, about a year ago on this podcast, we went through the whole Celtics NBA playoffs. Every week I would update on how I was feeling about it, how it was going, because I'm a huge Celtics fan. They had a chance to close out the series against the Hawks last night, and they just fucking blew it. They blew like a 15-point lead with 5 minutes to go, and now they have to go play Game 6 in Atlanta and hopefully just survive that. Hopefully just win it and close it out and not even come back for Game 7. But the thing is, now the 76ers get to rest a little bit more, and it's just Celtics might be in trouble, and I'm getting very nervous about that. Bruins are playing awesome too. But
I know the next thing is coming out of your mouth.
Aaron Rodgers is a New York
Yeah,
Jet.
yeah.
And the Patriots might be the worst team in the AFC East now, and it bothers me.
What?
I'm
Give
depressed.
me a very short 15-second rundown as to why that is.
We don't have the. I mean,
I haven't been paying attention. To
I think you're only as good as your quarterback takes you.
That's true.
So you have now you in the AFC East. We have Josh Allen.
Is Mac Jones still with us?
Mac Jones is still QB1 at the moment.
Okay.
In the AFC East, you have Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, and Tua in the Dolphins.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and we have to play each of those guys twice. And I'm not saying Tua is the best quarterback ever, but the Dolphins are just very good with Tyreek Hill and stuff.
I didn't even think about that.
But now we have to play Rodgers and Josh Allen twice. But cool thing, we'll be able to go see them in person twice.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Twice, Rodgers will come to Gillette once. Josh Allen will come to Gillette. So we'll get to go see some of the best. So
I think Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the league. The way the distances that he throws.
I think it's Mahomes.
You think it's Mahomes?
Yeah.
All around, maybe.
I think Mahomes makes smarter decisions. Josh Allen sometimes
just wants to air it out.
He does dumb things sometimes, where it's he tries to be this Superman guy, where
he is.
Sometimes you just throw it away and live to play.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what. I saw Josh Allen hit a golf ball the other day, and that guy. I mean, the power is. I mean, he is Superman. I mean, he can fucking hit a ball, and the best part about it was the video that I saw. He was out playing, I think, with Bob Does and Joey Colcutt's and Fat Pres and shit. Yeah. And they filmed a whole video on it. I think his brother was playing with him too, Josh Allen's brother, who's also a quarterback, right?
Didn't even know he had a brother.
I think, yeah. I don't know what his name is, but.
But yeah, anyway, those guys are blowing up. The Bob Does.
I mean, they already blew up, but I just mean to say that
they're funny as fuck.
It's weird, because a lot of golf celebrities and whatnot don't look like they're that much fun to play with. But those guys are not. They just, it's hard to describe what they are,
They just look like your friends.
Right. They look like your friends.
You just want to play with them. Yeah.
They're very, you want to play with them. They're very lighthearted. They look like they have fun. Although Colcutt gets pretty intense out there sometimes.
Yeah, he's a competitive guy.
He is. He doesn't like to. I mean, I honestly don't know how good they are, either of them. I always see just blotches. I don't really see a lot. I don't watch the full matches, so.
I bet you they're nothing crazy. I mean, I wouldn't expect that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, draft is tonight. If you're listening to this on Thursday, NFL draft is a weird thing to watch, but it's fun. I enjoy watching it, just seeing the chaos happen. But we'll move into some what are we watching now? I recently found out that all of Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory is on Paramount Plus. So Sunday I just threw it on the background. I just forgot how much I love that show. So do you guys when's the last time you saw an episode of Fantasy Factory?
Probably when I had access to cable, so I could watch MTV2.
Mm-hmm.
So several years.
I highly suggest if you have Paramount Plus, go watch some Fantasy Factory. It's awesome. But it reminded me, Josh, of what was the skating show that me and you used to watch? The camp one. Camp Woodward.
Camp Woodward.
Yeah. I was trying to find that too. I couldn't find it, but that show
is kind of an electric show.
It was awesome, but they don't have Nitro Circus, which really bothers me because I want to watch Nitro Circus because I like Pastrana better.
But my only struggle with your what are we watchings is, and I think it's becoming a consistent narrative here. You really genuinely like to watch stuff that's already been. You don't like new content that much.
Well, I mean, no, I would disagree. I only like new content if it's absolutely up my corner. Right. The Mandalorian season finale was.
You had to watch that, right?
It was good. I wasn't in love with it, and I don't know. It
was still pretty fucking awesome.
You know what's happened? You want to know honestly what's happened?
You just spoiled.
I'm addicted to binge watching now. I don't like waiting for things now.
That's true.
So Mandalorian's been I love the Mandalorian, but sometimes I would skip a couple episodes and just so I could binge 3 at a time.
I mean, I'm just shocked because I'm coming in here only portraying new shows. I'm going to come in here. My 2 shows are fucking Dave, season 3, absolutely electric.
I thought they were in season 4 now.
No, they're on season 3. Absolutely. Season 2 sucked ass.
Okay, because I fell off during season 2.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck this.
Season 3 is lit. I love it.
Okay.
And then I'm also...
Do I have to finish season 2?
No. Not really. It almost just picks up in a new kind of like timeline anyway.
Okay, cool.
It's all sort of different anyway. But then Dave, that's on Hulu, and then the other one is what the fuck is the other one actually? Oh, Barry. Barry new season is
Final
out. There's
season
like
too,
3
yeah.
episodes out now of Barry. I mean, you're a big Barry guy, right, Will?
Yeah, I'm taking it one step at a time. Finished Beef, finishing Sopranos now, and then we'll probably go on to Yellow Jacket season 2, and then the final season of Barry.
Yeah, because you probably want to wait for Barry to all come out. Barry's one of those shows that always ends on a cliffhanger. You know, every episode ends on a cliffhanger, and you want to watch the next one.
I don't mind the weekly episodes, like the Sunday releases or whatever, as long as I have something else to binge watch. But if I have like nothing else to watch during the week and I gotta wait Sunday every week to watch something new, then that's when I fucking hate that shit, and I'll just wait till it's all out.
Are you not watching Are you not watching Succession?
Yeah. Yep. Watch that too. I didn't feel I don't know if I need to mention it every week until something crazy happens. I mean, really, it's just been like it's kind of funny. Like it's not like it's hard for there to be like a mind blowing thing that goes down in that show. I mean, everything is just sort of like business, which I love, you know, and it's cool. But I gotta be honest, it's kind of dry. The season's been pretty dry. Barry was a thrill. Like I think I had a panic attack halfway through watching the second episode.
Yeah, I really like Barry, so I got to catch up with the new season.
He's fucking nuts, and he's just like full on psychopath.
Bill
now.
Hader. I like Bill.
But
Hader.
I mean, what they're doing is the evolution of his character is that he starts off kind of like a normal guy. Right now, he's a full on sociopath. I mean, he is fucked in the head. That guy in the third season, he's scary.
Okay. Will, you got anything that you've seen recently that?
No, I mean, I'll just say that I finished Beef over the weekend, and I still think it's one of the greatest shows that I've seen in a while.
Wow.
Really?
I would rewatch it. Like it was a show that like it doesn't require rewatching if you've paid attention and watched the entire season, like we have. But it was that good that like I just like you get through the first, you just want to get to the end of the show basically, right? Like that's how it is. Like you just want to burn through the first 4 or 5 episodes so you can watch the next 4 or 5. But it was phenomenally done. And Ali Wong and I forget the other main character's name. Steve Ewan. Yeah, they did those 2 characters and their development, their character development is just absolutely wild.
Okay. And so Beef, then you're almost done with Sopranos. I got couple teaser trailers that came out that I'm really excited for. The Witcher Season 3 is coming out June 29th, I believe. I am very excited for The Witcher because Henry Cavill is still in it as The Witcher for this whole season. Then they're going to switch to Hemsworth.
I think he could still be in it the next season. It's possible.
No, it's like done.
We never know what's done, dude. They can spin things around over and over. He had bailed out on Superman. He left. He's out of Superman.
No, I think they kicked him out of Superman.
I know, but he was out right around when they were talking about replacing him. What it was like?
So I thought they replace him. He leaves. Goes to do Superman. They replace him with Hemsworth. Then they tell him, "Get fucked. You're not coming back. You're not coming."
Yeah, but that all happens in a very short period of time.
Yeah, so it just depends on like contracts that were signed. If they signed Hemsworth, then they're gonna have to break that contract. That could be an issue. But
I can't believe they're thinking about bringing on that guy. He is the wrong fit for that.
Henry Cavill is the perfect guy for that.
So I mean, the show kind of needs to come to a head anyway. So I mean, this season, if it's the end of Henry, that's actually okay by me because I got to be honest. Once you get past those first like 3 seasons, it just kind of drags on.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a Game of Thrones where they have 50,000 character lines and you get new characters along the way all the time when it's because they're just killing people off and whatnot.
I mean, think about it. Barry, Ted Lasso, and Succession are all calling it quits after 4 seasons.
That's how it needs to be.
A show doesn't need to go past 4 seasons.
Unless you want it to and you prepare the script for it.
Or you have background stuff to write off of. Like The Walking Dead had the comics, Game of Thrones had the books, like all these long-going shows.
But I also think that fantasy in general, it has so many different possibilities because there's no rules. But a show like Barry, I mean, it circulates one character, really. I mean, if you boil it down.
Yeah,
so
they have some strong supporting actors in that show, but Barry is the main guy.
Without him, though, like all those other storylines kind of seeming insignificant to the core of watching it,
I will say one thing, actually, before we move on from what we're watching. The reason why I've been such a lag with the consistency on what are we watching is because I actually told Colucci this, but Marissa and I have been playing It Takes Two on Xbox, which
I'm so jealous.
it's not an
this.
easy game, by the way. So like the levels are like an hour long and they're wildly frustrating. So been spending a lot of time playing that. And the second thing will probably be old news for a lot of people, but if you're really big into The Office, I just started watching the Office Superfan episodes on Peacock, and they're all extended cut episodes, and like basically half the episode is what you've never seen before.
Really?
So it's like rewatching The Office over again. Almost.
That's kind of cool.
I've heard about this.
Yeah,
I've heard it's really freaking.
I feel
good
like I
too.
would have watched the extended version though.
it's kind of hidden on Peacock.
They only came with Peacock.
Yeah, it's exclusive
Really?
to Peacock, and you know, for me, like The Office at this point is like background noise, you know. But like
Yeah.
when I put this on, I'm actually watching it again, and I find myself like being distracted from what's actually in front of me to watch it. So
You also get frustrated too. You're like, why'd they cut that? Like that was good. Like
a lot of this stuff is like a little more like PG-13, like it wouldn't be allowed on cable television. So I think that's why.
maybe.
But
a
like,
lot of that show is pretty edgy. I mean, I don't know. Like I don't see why. I love The Office.
either way, there's a ton of cutscenes in there that are fucking hilarious, and I'd recommend anyone who's a big fan of The Office
Is
to
there a
watch it.
special menu where you can only watch those ones, or do you have
It's
to
a
go?
separate listing than the regular Office.
Oh, I
so when
love
you
that.
open Peacock, they immediately feed you the regular Office, but you have to search for the extended series. I don't know if they go all 9 seasons, but I'm on season 6 right now, so I'm assuming they could. I mean, I haven't even looked, but highly recommend it to anyone.
Very cool. Very cool. There's another teaser trailer that I wanted to mention. It's Kong and Godzilla. There's a new Kong and Godzilla coming out sometime soon. I'm very
I
excited.
think
for
that
it.
shit's. I think it's done.
No, it's not
done.
done. It's not done.
Yeah,
I-
you didn't stay up to watch it the other night.
But I've seen it fucking like 3 times.
Yeah,
like,
it's done.
no, that
It's
movie's
done.
not done.
Yes, it is.
Monster movies will never be done for me. I love monster.
I love
movies.
monster movies too, but like you gotta move on from the Godzilla storyline. I mean, at least the way it was portrayed, it's done.
Or you got to kill one of them.
The first one was so good with Brian. Was it Bryan Cranston?
Yeah. Well, he's barely in it, but yeah.
But yeah, but that him and oh dude, that one was so good. This last one,
Kong
was,
Skull Island was really good too.
Kong Skull Island was good. This last one was really okay. I mean, it was like give you that epic. It's what you want to see. They're destroying cities. They're fighting. After fucking Mechagodzilla, there is nothing, and all the other fucking monsters they created, and the 3-headed dragon. Like it's done. It's done. There's nothing else you can do. You can't throw anything else at Godzilla. You've done man-made. You've done the fucking the big creatures.
The triple-headed dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, you did the
that's like-
fucking the guy the weird wonky looking fucking thing. I mean, you've done all of those things. It's over. There's nothing else. I'm a massive monster fan. I've sat there and watched 18 monster movies straight. I love them. Kaiju, I think those are sick, and they can come from different worlds, and they're mind control and shit, so it makes sense. But god damn, I'm done with you, Godzilla.
Agree or disagree. Godzilla's my goat. But
Wait,
anyways,
fuck. This kind of goes with what are we watching, so I have to share it. Viva La Bam, obviously, we all love that show. Bam Margera is currently rogue in Pennsylvania right now, and there's a manhunt out for him.
No way.
I don't know if they caught him yet. This went news. This was news as of like 2 days ago, but he basically like threatened his whole family with violence, and then just took off into the woods running. And
That's
they're
sad to
literally
hear.
like shutting interstates down. They're like blocking off roads and stuff. So
Damn,
there's a
really?
full out manhunt for Bam Margera right now.
That's really sad to hear. I hope Bam figures it out and does okay because I loved Bam. So, anyways, we'll move on to our freeform segment. Stand up, self check, Larry David, whatever you want to do. Bagel, you got anything?
I don't really have a joke, but it is kind of funny because my life tends to be a little bit comical sometimes. I don't have health insurance. It's been an interesting path over the last 2 years, like getting off my parents' well, actually not even getting off, just getting fucking straight up kicked off my parents' health insurance. And then like, feeling guilty that I don't have it. So, I got it, couldn't even get a primary care doctor, whatever. Regardless, I didn't renew this year because Marissa and I are getting married. So I'll just go under her insurance. But regardless, I'm getting kicked in the fucking head by allergies right now.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking bad. Like
Really?
between the hours of 8 a.m. to like noon, I like can't even breathe. And then like it's good for 2 hours. And then I get in the car to go home. And when I get home, I'm kicked in the head again. Someone kicked me in the head. I literally, for reference, I showed Colucci this. That's my car every morning.
Oh my god!
I got to clear that shit
What
off.
is that?
It's fucking pollen from the
That's
tree.
not pollen.
From the tree above my car. When it rains, it
Wow.
brings down all the pollen. And it's been really rainy lately, so I literally have to clear this. It doesn't just fly off my car, all right?
Yeah,
You
that's
just get in the
sticky.
car, it'll just fly off, whatever. I've had to bust my snow brush out to clean pollen off my fucking car last week, and it doesn't help with my allergies, I'll tell you that. So, for anyone listening, if you have a homeopathic method to cure my fucking allergies, do please let me know, because I'm in a hole right now with over-the-counter stuff, and I can't keep shoveling pollen off my car.
I mean,
every
how
morning.
much didn't you have that massive fucking box of allergy medicine? You
Clearly not. Clearly, like, my body has
It's not
just
working?
It worked last year. It worked wonders last year, and then this year, like, I thought it was working. I thought it was working, and then all of a sudden, like, as of last week, it's just like
have you ever tried Claritin?
I used to be on prescription allergy medicine, but
wow.
again, this plays into the fact that I don't have health insurance right now, so I could probably go to like a CVS Minute Clinic or something and like, you know, pay $150 and get like one prescription of like, I forget what I was on, Singulair. I was on Singulair for a while. That really worked. My allergies were worse when I was younger, but either way, if anyone has a non-health insurance involved homeopathic remedy for allergies. I don't even care if it means shoving honey up my nose or something at this fucking point. Hook it up. Hook your boy up.
I've never even like heard of, because I've only ever used over-the-counter stuff. So like the Claritins of the world, like, I mean, you can get 30 24-hour Claritin pills or 40 of them for like $30.
It's fair. The only thing, and this is what I'll just put it in perspective as, when I was 17, I made it to the state tournament in golf. And I had to DQ myself on the 8th hole because my eyes were so dry that I blinked both my contacts out.
Oh my God! Really?
That is horrible.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it's not good in bagel world around May and June. Once summer hits full on, I'm good, but like it's a 2-month span where like every morning I'm just getting punched and kicked in the head.
It's just weird.
Primarily my nose and face.
I've seen now the blood work, and I'm allergic to birch. I'm allergic to grass. I'm allergic to like 18 different types of trees. I'm allergic to my environment, and shockingly, I have not had that bad of allergies this year. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I can't. My breathing's
Knock on
fucked.
fucking wood.
Yeah, knock on the wood, man.
Fuck.
Knock on every piece of wood in this building. Because
I just knocked on the pole that is made of wood.
You're safe.
150-year-old wood. That might help me out too.
yeah, maybe I should smell it really hard. Cure me of my
Dude,
disease.
you should try Claritin and see if it works.
Dude, I've tried like everything under the sun.
Yeah, you probably have actually. I mean,
It's not getting any better, and I need something to hold me over for like the next month.
Jesus.
Mine's I got a few things. One, self-check. I had a couple self-checks. Self-check number one, I have completely abandoned ship on my gym routine. It's unfortunate to say.
See, that doesn't. I'm not fun. That's not.
I think it's funny.
That's
I
not
think
fun.
it's funny
That's
because
not funny.
I was coming in here talking about, I was like giving people advice on gym stuff and like,
You weren't giving people advice.
like friends and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you were giving them your routine.
My routine.
You
yeah.
wouldn't be that guy to be like, this is how you have to do it.
No, never, dude.
No.
I fucking hate those people. Those people.
I went to the
fucking
gym.
losers.
Oh, I'll fucking wait. My turn.
Yeah, so I've completely abandoned ship. I tried running the other day, like just like running 2 miles on the bike path for no reason. Actually, a pretty good time, but I don't know. I got to get back in it. I think it's partly because I'm just back to being fully addicted to Elden Ring. I've beaten it 4 times now. Last night I spent like a couple hours sitting there and just waiting to play with people online. Like I wanted to play with like random people and try to help them beat the game, and nobody would bring me into their world, but whatever. Another self-check.
The fuck are you talking about?
There's
no.
a
I don't need the explanation. You're good.
Another thing is self-check on my money problems because, I don't think it's fair for me to say I have money problems when you look at how I spend my money and what I do with myself. Perfect example. Over the weekend, while we were passing out at 11:30 p.m., even though we're 25 years old on a weekend, there was a big boxing match, Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis. And I decided that I had no idea that the match was even happening. My friend just said, hey, there's a match, a big boxing match. I was like, okay, who's fighting? Opened up a gambling account, put a shitload of money on one of the guys. I was like, okay, I'm on this guy. Never even seen a picture of them in my life. I passed out in the second round of the fight. Didn't even watch the full fight. I once again have passed out during another boxing match. Woke up to my phone just blaring in my face because I have auto lock on Never. So I just woke up with it blaring in my face, and I lost all my money.
Well, the funniest part about that story, and I hope we can insert some kind of clip, maybe not, but the best part about that story is that Cambio fell asleep on the bed on the bottom half of Andrew's bed.
Yes, yeah.
On like a twin size mattress, and like literally
there
like,
was like an ottoman at the end of it for like putting like blankets inside, and Cambio was laying on
Pushed
that.
it up against it.
We both synced up our phones to watch the fight together, and like
Yeah.
I was playing the audio out of my phone, and we just like synced it up so we were perfectly watching at the same time. We both passed out before the second round of the fight ever even started.
Self-check.
It was really funny. And I can insert the picture right here. It was really funny. Check out the YouTube for the picture.
you just did like a little Iron Man, like, ugh.
That's editing 101. Josh, check it out.
Yeah, you know what? I'll roll with this since you did the self-check. Next week, I'm coming in with a fucking massive stand-up.
We've just been so fucking busy. It's like
I know, but I'm coming in with a massive
Rufus
stand-up
Case.
next week.
Rufus
I'm
Case.
gonna actually go above and beyond. But I will note today. A self-check for me was I was driving, to a video shoot, and I was going, significantly further from here, and. I have this fucking issue with people. I can't stand when some guy in a fucking Ford Bronco, whatever it is about the Bronco too, just like floored me even more. The idea that I'm driving, I'm going like, no shit, I'm not kidding you. I'm like going like 90 miles an hour on the highway. And this fucking asshole has the audacity to swing his Bronco from my lane into the middle lane and fucking ream through and get in front of me. And then we're going up there, and he goes back into the center lane. So I'm like Mario Lorenzo or whatever, fucking beaming into the, like cutting him off to get in my lane to send him behind me. And before I know it, I'm like Bobby and weaving with this guy who's in the Ford Bronco. I don't know what it is about that car, but that just like really pissed me off.
Because you know how much people paid for him, and you're like, fuck.
No,
It just screams beta.
Yeah, beta. It's a beta. That's what it's not the money. I don't like if somebody's that in a sports car or whatever.
Can't believe I just said beta, but
but
I feel the same. Trust me.
But yeah, so this guy's running in front of me, and like it's a self check when you're like. When you're looking down, you realize, or when you're looking to the right of you, and you're thinking that you're going so fast, and I'm like, oh fuck, like I gotta, whatever. I'm going 100 miles an hour. I got up to like 110 miles an hour just to fuck with this guy, and I'm endangering my own life probably and whatever. But maybe the lives of people around me, probably not. I don't think so. I was very safe about it. But I'll say this: the shocker to me is that I'm going 110 miles an hour. And on that highway, I was merely keeping up with traffic.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm supposed to be the maniac on the road going 110 miles an hour. And here comes fucking Jeff in a 1942 Nissan Sorento or some fucking bullshit.
It's always the Altima or the Maxima, actually.
Some guy rolls up in like a, it's got like the black rim, like the fucking.
It's got like a mismatching quarter panel. Like they went to the junkyard and pulled it out.
There's duct tape on the back bumper, and it's like some guy who's like 82 in age, just like whipping by me, who's going 110 miles an hour, and I'm like, I'm just keeping up in traffic while I'm racing this motherfucker in the Ford Bronco. And sure enough, Grandma, in the 82 Nissan Sorento is fucking blasting by me. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and then they're always on their phone or talking to somebody or doing something stupid.
I think I literally had a fucking stand-up comment about that. I see people driving like 2020 Mercedes that clearly have Bluetooth, and they're still talking on their phone. You have a $100,000 luxury vehicle that is built for hands-free talking,
right,
and you're talking on your phone like a total Steve or Jeff or whatever you want to call him.
It's insane. It's insane.
Goddamn.
It's insane.
Yeah.
People suck. But it's funny, though. Makes for good content. But that's going to bring us to the end of T-Box Talk. We got a lot of things we got to get to over here at Omada Golf. Big shout out. We just launched, or we are in the process of launching our affiliate program. So if you would like, we are doing this whole thing. You can represent Omada. If you need to get some products for a discounted rate by signing up for this, if you get approved by us, you can become almost an ambassador. you'll get 25% commission on anything you get sold. So head on over to Omada Golf, scroll down to the footer, and there's a link about our affiliate program. Read up about it, register if you would like, and we'll start taking in the applications for people who want to start repping the brand and making a little bit of side money on the side, you know. And we have a very friendly commission rate. Me and Josh.
I was gonna say,
me and Josh checked out some of the other golf ones because you can see what people are getting for commission on other golf websites, and we're coming in a lot higher. So.
I mean, dude, you're saying side hustle. This is a full fucking. I mean, if you just sit there and figure out creative ways to promote Omada products, I mean, you can make a literal fucking full wage.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
100%.
You could easily be turning over $3,000 or $5,000 a month on passive and like direct revenue from just selling Omada products.
Yeah,
it's
I mean, like
wild.
you sell one Carbon Max, you pretty much make $100.
Yeah, and you get to have a product for a crazy discounted rate. Plus, on top of that, you never have to buy any inventory. So like every sale you get, it's just straight up cash on cash.
Yep.
Money gets sent to a PayPal account in your name, and you're fucking set.
Yeah, so head on over to Omada Golf. Check that out. So we just introduced it. We're going to be going through applicants soon, and there's a good chance you'll probably get approved because we want to just build an army of Omada people, and it's going to be amazing. Omada is the Greek word for team after all. So thank you so much for listening. Head on over to Omada Golf. Check out the new products. Hop on our email list. Take advantage. If you sign up for the email list, you'll get a discount code for 10% off your next purchase. Going to be running some great sales soon, so just hop on that email list. Follow us on @TBoxTalkPod on Insta and TikTok. Follow us at Omada Golf as well on Instagram and TikTok. And subscribe to the YouTube, please. And tell a friend, tell a family member, whatever you like. Thank you so much for listening, and have a wonderful weekend.
See ya.